run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the handoff, here's Harvey. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Second down, give to Harvey. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's get set. 11.
Third and long for him here. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals first
11,
down.
Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yards.
Here we go.
Give on second, it's Brown. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right? How getting that worked out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. A 4-yard pickup.
Gun. Stop.
First down.
Now a toss. This is Brown. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Play action now. Burrow. Complete out to the right. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. We're through 1 on Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
On 1, ready?
We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Brown. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And he's got it. Has a way out for it, but touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the 28-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
16 yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Nix with it on 1st. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. Gets it to the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos Two-point try now from Lutz. Point after is up and through. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, kid, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Gun. Big 13. Big 11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Brown on first and goal. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Brought in. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. McPherson at the point after. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Well, he They've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's get set. Side. 180. Nice high. Side.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Gotta go.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
11.
Brings up second and
12.
9.
Side.
Burrow on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go. 180. 180. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Side.
On third down, here's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
First and 10.
From the gun, they get to Brown. They cobble together a yard there. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
It's second and 8 at the 35-yard
Trying
line.
to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. We have somebody in some discomfort down there, so we're going to have a stoppage as they head out to take a look at, the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Burrow setting to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, can. 11. Side.
On second and 10, Burrow again. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 35.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard, so they're going to be stuck with second and 14. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On one, ready?
Back to the line they come, second down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Anderson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Finds some space, he's past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. Incomplete pass, and we're down at 12 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Nix now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Bombers.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Nix again on 2nd and 10. He's going to try another deep one here. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Set to kick this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
I'm one, right?
So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go.
They'll try it right with Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Can. Stop. Close. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Out close to the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Harvey headed right. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Ready. Captain.
Here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Nix off the play action. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get this one time. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And they'll take the lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Stop. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow from the gun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. He's out in the clear. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They give up the middle to Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
It's from the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it up and get points on the ensuing drive.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. He goes to the hurry up here.
11.
Brown gets it again here on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Stop.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Captain.
On 1st down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Here's Nix. They did it! He made the interception! DJ Turner comes up with it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Now the offense and Burrow coming to line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to work they go after the interception. Has it at the 1! And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2.
Bengals 26.
Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Harvey now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down, Burrow to throw. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead down to just 2.
Bengals 33.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. To throw, here's Nix. They did it! He made the interception! Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
1st and 10 from the 32.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
Brown on the inside give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's Brown again. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
That's caught for the 1st. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Going with Brown on the ground. stopped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Brown. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard pickup.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards at the end of the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits his running back. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He brings it in. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals down by 7.
On 1, ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready? Let's hot!
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
11.
A gain of 5.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
1st down.
Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Runs complete, right side. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bengals have a first down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
First down, Cincinnati.
The first down carry for Brown. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Pirine. And it's not over yet. So they score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win. Complete at the 2. And he gets in for 2. No flags are down. They are a snap away from winning this ball game.
To kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Power squib kick is taken in. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Bengals take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense,